That didn't even look like a catch. Can you fix the lighting a little bit? Or turn it down? I'm sorry. That didn't look like a catch. They called it a catch though. Let me change the title. All right. You got the oh, you're doing it now. I don't think that was a catch. I don't. But it's only fitting that it was Cooper Cup. That was a catch. And I'm pretty sure that'll do it. That was a catch. But the Rams came up small in situations and inopportune moments. That drop by Kobe Parkinson, it should have been a touchdown. You end up going for it on 4th and 4 and not getting it. Yeah, that it's cooked. It's cooked. It's all the way cooked. And that drop punt by Xavier Smith, bro. When I tell you, the moment he gets back to Los Angeles, turn your equipment in, put your resume in that Target. It's over for you. Because we're still fighting that very moment right now. Right now. But you can't have those kind of plays against a number one seed like Seattle. Seattle, very good coaching. They also made a mistake, but were able to bounce back from it. That caused the touchdown. We had two mistakes. And in the NFC Championship game, sometimes that's just enough. But they say the game is a game of inches. He had it on Kobe Parkinson had it on his fingertips, dropped it. That'll destroy an entire season. A couple moments. And that's why we love the sport. That's why we love the sport. For real. This was kind of how I seen this game going as far as this back and forth thing. And it's really who has the ball last. A flag on who? Oh, okay, of course. Gonna be against the Rams. Well, that's a part of the game. But you know what? I ain't mad for Cooper Cup because we threw him in the trash. They threw him in the trash. And he found a way because he picked the Seattle Seahawks to go to. And they paid him what he asked for. I can't do nothing but respect that. I feel like the Rams got a good player in return, being able to pick up Devontae Adams. But Cooper Cup fell in an amazing spot. He did. Come sit next to us, my guy. I don't think you understand how this works. Let me help explain. When your team has only went to the playoffs and made it to the first round for 9 straight seasons, we don't sit in the same room. You're in the basement. We are still in the penthouse. We are still one of those organizations that free agents want to come to. We have 2 first-round draft picks. You have Mike McCarthy as your head coach with a quarterback that's going to leave in no direction as a team. We're not in the same house. We're not in the same subdivision. We're barely in the same state. But back to what I was saying. A season like this for the Rams is ultimately a failure because we have high expectations. So making it to the NFC Championship game, that's not completing the mission. It's not. And I understand that. It's the same thing with college football. When I realized Penn State was not going to be the Penn State that looked like it should have been in the preseason, I shut the fuck up. I didn't post nothing about Penn State since because I actually understand what it looks like to not have any expectations and should not have any expectations for my team. Some people just talk the talk. And I'm not saying this specifically about Steeler fans, Cowboy fans, Falcon fans. It's a lot of them. They have no understanding. That's the problem. The Rams had high expectations. So to make it to an NFC Championship game and not win, that's a failure. But that don't put us in the same building. Bull dropped that punt. And that same Bull, once we get to Los Angeles, will be putting his resume in at Target. He gonna work at Target. Leave your equipment. Don't take nothing. Clean out your locker room of all your personal belongings and put your resume in at Target. He came off the practice squad, worked his way up to the main roster, and then did us like that. Hey man, I'm all for a redemption story. But when it ends up like that, that's why they put Kyron back there. And it was 2 years ago. They said that they were going to have Kyron returning punts. He's too valuable of an asset to that for that. I wouldn't even put Blake Corum back there, to be honest. But I'm just going to be honest. Seattle, with the moves that they made before this season, was championship caliber moves. This is on Minnesota for not paying that man. I don't know why they didn't pay Sam Darnold. They decided to go with J.J. McCarthy. And now Sam Darnold is playing in the NFC Championship game and most likely a Super Bowl. Minnesota. See, Minnesota fans ain't saying sit next to me because they understand their team's stupid. They do dumb shit. That was a dumb move. I mean, we couldn't pay Cooper Kupp because he wanted too much. We decided to allocate those funds to Devontae Adams. To me, that makes sense. It hurts as a Rams fan loving Cooper Kupp, but sometimes business takes place of feelings. I am very disappointed in Jared Verse today. When it's a big game and Sam Darnold shows up and Jared Verse doesn't, that doesn't look good on tape. JSN had a great game. Puka had a great game. Devontae had a great game. It was a few defensive linemen that had really good games. But with Aaron Donald as the honorary captain, I expect Jared Verse to make plays. I do. He didn't. Sam Darnold came a long way. He did, but sometimes it's the system, the fit in the system, man. He fits that system. Mike McDonald had a great team built. Oh, Braden Fisk. Braden Fisk was the only one making plays today. He's the only one that made plays. If I was him, I would say, Jared Verse, let me get some of your money. Let me get some of that bread that you got today. Because Jared Verse ain't earned his game check today, and I love him. I love him. I guess that's why I'm disappointed because I expect more. You know, I expect more. Seahawks punt. 25 seconds left. Matthew Stafford said he's supposed to return next season. That's what I heard. I can't lie. I'm excited about that. I don't know if Devontae Adams is going to come back because it seems like after every catch and he was getting off the ground, it was like he was like, I can't keep doing this shit. That's what it looked like. And now, just looking at this game where it's 25 seconds left, God, don't you miss Cooper Kupp? Cooper Kupp in these situations was amazing. 10 seconds left. Remember in Atlanta, Puka made that amazing catch and they called that as a non-catch, and then Tutu Atwell, it should have been a pass interference. To be honest, I would put Tutu Atwell in the game right now to try to draw a pass interference because the game can't end on a penalty. So I would try to go at least down the scene with Tutu with 10 seconds left. But like I said, we don't have. Oh, they called a timeout. We don't have fast receivers, so I'm not expecting a whole lot here because we don't have fast receivers. But maybe we should bring in Tyreek Hill next year. Bring in Tyreek Hill. Get Tutu Atwell off the books. Bring in Tyreek. They're gonna say, but y'all bought him. Y'all bought y'all championship like y'all did last year. I mean, y'all last Super Bowl. Second and 10. I've seen these situations like live. What? How they say the clock was running? Oh, okay. Well, that should show you need a fast receiver because that game could have played out with a couple more seconds. Ernest Jones didn't want to pay him. Let him walk. He goes to Seattle. Makes the Super Bowl. That was a great catch, Puka. Seems like he got out of bounds. I was about to say, seems like he got out of bounds. You can't tell me they ain't trying to cheat, bro. That look kind of funny. Hey, man, don't put yourself in a situation where it has to come down to the refs not wanting you to get an opportunity to win the game. That Kobe Parkinson drop is huge. That punt drop is huge. It's those type of situations in the game. But looking at that play, it definitely looked like he got out of bounds. That's what it looked like from here. Seattle was probably the best team all year. Now we got to watch them destroy the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Great. 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 This is on Minnesota for letting him walk. And he comes to our division with Cooper Kupp and Ernest Jones. Hey, man. Very disappointing end to a season where we had high expectations. So I can't sit here and say, he had 10 catches for 153 yards. Let me see what Puka had. Because I'm still going to have that conversation at JSN versus Puka. Let me see how many yards. Let me see what Puka did, bro. 9 catches, 165. Damn close. Look at Cooper and Puka. See, that kind of thing I love. Devontae had 4 catches for 89 yards. Cooper Kupp had 4 catches for 36 yards. So it seems like we got the production that we wanted, that we needed out of that position for letting Cooper walk. And Cooper found himself in a great situation. So good for Cooper Kupp, man. But Sam Darnold, 25 for 36, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, which is almost exactly what Matthew Stafford had. 22 for 35, 374, and 3 touchdowns. Hey, bro, that's like, okay. That's almost identical. They said the only thing that separated the Seahawks and the Rams this season was 1.1 yard. And then now they play this game. They might as well just not even have an NFL season next year. Just let the Rams and the Seahawks play over and over and over and over and over and over. Nobody else matters. If they played this game 10 times, it'd be 5-5. They played it 3. Seattle won the third one. The Rams made the mistakes to lose this game. And you can't do that in these type of situations, especially at NFC Championship. Especially at NFC Championship. So, back to the drawing board. Only 2 teams left. The Patriots and the Seahawks. Very surprised about the Patriots. But at the same time, the AFC is so ass. Can you show me a game that was like that game, the Rams and the Seahawks in the AFC the whole year? Fuck no. Bruh, if you a fan of an AFC team, shut the fuck up. You were in this game by default. That's like if you win your division like the Panthers. You won your division, so you in the playoffs. You in the other conference, so you got to make it. Bro, it's terrible football over there. Well, congratulations, Seattle. You are going to win the Super Bowl. You are going to win a Super Bowl. And bring it back to our division. Oh. Ain't that about? Anyway, I will. The closer shall return. You know when they say that in Marvel? Thor shall return. And Avengers Endgame. I just did I get that? Was there any comments that I missed? Because I just want to give people the opportunity to. Let me see. Great season for the Rams, dog. I mean, it was a good season, but when you come up short like that, especially when you have high expectations, that's a capital L. It is. They played a complete game. Seattle played a complete game. And if you don't play if you in return don't play a complete game against a number 1 seed, that's what that looks like. The Niners got. I mean, we seen that game. We seen what that looks like when the Niners played Seattle. That would never happen with the Rams. But at the end of the day, even if it's a coin flip game, you can't make those type of mistakes. Them stats don't matter season over. While you owe me $100 because Puka is better than AJ and the season been over and I ain't get that yet. I love you to death. But that's what I'm worried about. And until then, that's it. That's all I got for that. Yeah, man. Gotta watch y'all lose too. No, I'm still watching Patriots. I don't know. Okay, so I tried to end the stream and I was trying to get them comments in, but it wasn't too many. It wasn't too many. Go Rams. Until next season and all off season, Seattle will win the Super Bowl and bring the Super Bowl championship to the NFC West. Unfortunately, but I'm the closer. Mr.Espn podcast. I mean, podcast. Mr.Espn. I'm drunk. Until next time.